Hi there, my name is Diane Cestedos, and I'm going to be walking you through the first half of my course, G Suite for Education. G Suite for Education is a course that has been designed for my school site, Fest Middle School in Las Vegas, Nevada. So this page that you're currently looking on has been set as the home default page. However, I will most likely be changing that as I progress and continue to build the course. Just a quick overview of the course itself. It is a 12-module piece. So today I'll be going through briefly about 5 to 6 of those modules just to make sure that folks have a clear view of what it is that I'm building. So to begin with are the course scope and initial directives of what this piece is going to entail for my learner. My learners, or my audience themselves, are going to be the series of teachers and administrators at my middle school. So this particular piece has been set up to be started with the learners this coming January and will take my learners through May. Now, understandably, if you take a look at the actual timeline that's been included in step 1, it says only modules 10 through 11. That's because the introduction module I am considering as a 12th module. Something else to note about this particular course and the design of it is that my learners are going to need to, first of all, make contact with something called their PLC members. A PLC is a professional learning community. So all teachers that teach 6th grade math would be considered a PLC. All teachers that teach 7th grade English would be considered a PLC. So my learners at my school site are going to be asked to complete the entirety of this course with their PLC. So they'll be holding discussions together, they'll be looking at readings together, things of that sort. I'll go ahead and return back to that home page itself. And right after learners take a look at the actual course scope and directives, what they're being requested to do once they make contact with their PLC is they're going to go ahead and submit a proposed timeline of how they will be tackling the course. Now, the course itself is open for 17 weeks. However, some of these teachers or PLCs might choose to do a little bit of a steamroll process through the modules, which is completely okay, and something that I do anticipate from my teachers at my school site. They do generally take a bite of something and continue to progress through that. After teachers complete the proposed timeline, they are going to be taking a pre-test. The pre-test I decided to incorporate with the quiz the quiz feature that Canvas does allow and does build. So a quick preview of the test itself. It's 15 questions. There's multiple choice. There are as well some short responses. And this is meant to be a quick survey of the feelings of G Suite, or Google Apps for Education as it was formerly known as. Because the teachers on my site, while they've known about G Suite for a few years with our district's rollout process, they really don't have a grasp of the platform itself. They really haven't been asked to take a look at it. So upon completion of the pre-test, the teachers or the learners themselves are going to go ahead and begin the modules. Now, the way that I went ahead and developed the modules was based on what I saw a professor here at UNT do, where they went ahead and they listed the directions of how they were to tackle the course itself. They would go ahead and see the activities outlined, as you can see with this first week. And after completing, or reading through, I should say, the week directions, they can go ahead and access each one of the modules themselves separately. And this is where they would go ahead and would submit perhaps their discussion post or a separate URL. This particular activity is an example of a reading activity where the teachers aren't submitting any materials themselves. It's just a place to go ahead and locate where exactly are these reading materials that I'm asking for them to take a look through. So the first module that teachers will be taking a look at is called Understanding the Importance of 21st Century Teaching. So before we even dive into what is G Suite, they're taking a look and really analyzing, well, what exactly is 21st century teaching? The second module itself is a general outlook or outline of what G Suite for Education is. So there would be some video viewing. They're actually going to complete a Google Hangout with the instructor. With this particular course, I will be the instructor for it, so my teachers will know who I am. The third module, teachers are going to be working with Google Hangouts separately and within their PLCs, and they will be making a screencast using Screencast-O-Matic like I'm currently working with. Module 4 will be the teachers getting used to Google Drive. This is where they're going to be having a discussion as well and video watching. The 5th module will be constructing Google Calendars to launch productivity. They'll be working with Google Calendars. And the 6th module currently listed is using Google Slides to form and guide active learning. So the idea here is each week teachers are exposed to a new app in G Suite for Education, and they're also taking that look with their PLCs to really determine how can we incorporate G Suite not only as a professional learning community, but with our students in our classrooms. So that is a very quick look at my modules or my course itself. Thank you so much for watching.